So if you've got money sitting in your savings account and you know that you should be investing, but every single time that you try to look into it, it just frankly feels just like quite overwhelming. Here's exactly what helped me stop overthinking it and actually take the first step. Because if I'm being totally honest, like that was me. So I had money sitting in my savings account for years, and I probably knew that it wasn't doing as much for me as what it could be. And everybody kept saying, oh, you should invest, you should make your money work harder for you. But then every single time I tried to learn about investing, I just ended up even more confused. People were talking about stocks, ETFs, index funds, ISAs. And I'm just like, okay, I don't really understand what any of that meant. And I remember thinking to myself, all right, but what if I choose the wrong thing? Like, what if I lose my money? So instead of making a decision, and total transparency here, I made no decision at all. And if you've not seen me before, my name's Harriet, and I built a multiple six-figure investment portfolio from scratch, and I also paid off my home early. But the truth is, I stayed stuck in that savings loop for so much longer than what I needed to, because I thought that I needed to understand everything about investing before I could actually start. And looking back now, I had this so twisted. I was looking at this completely the wrong way. So I thought that confidence came first, and then I'll start investing my money. But actually, it's the other way around. Confidence came from me taking that first step. So here's what made investing finally simple enough that I could actually get started. So the first thing was I had to stop trying to learn everything. So instead, I just picked one thing. I was like, for me, I'm just going to learn about index funds. And I just wanted to understand, like, what were they? How did they work? And why were so many people recommended them? And I wasn't trying to become an expert. I absolutely wasn't. I was just trying to understand enough so I could just make one good decision with my money. And once I understood that one thing, investing, it just felt a lot more less intimidating. The second thing that I did was I started small. So for me, I was like, we can do £50 a month. I'm not trying to be wealthy overnight. I was just like, let me just try and build my confidence with this investing stuff, and also just try to build that habit of investing on a regular basis. And for me, starting with that small amount, it just took away so much fear, because I'm like, okay, if I lost £50, I'm good because I can afford it. Like, I can afford to lose £50. Like, I'm all right. And also, because the amount was so small, it gave me that chance to learn as I went. The third thing that I did was I opened a stocks and shares ISA. And if this sounds complicated, honestly, it is not. All it is just a tax efficient account that holds your investments so that they grow over time. And any growth that you have in that account is basically tax free. And you can invest up to £20,000 a year into this account. And finally, I automated everything. So I set up a direct debit for my £50, and I invested every single month automatically. So that way I didn't have to remember about investing. And I didn't have to wonder, oh, can I do it this month? Can I not do it that month? I was just like, no, we're just going to set it on autopilot. That's what I did. As I say, set it and forget it. And looking back now, I realized that I didn't need to understand everything about investing before I got started. All I needed to know was just enough just to take that first step. And then the rest, I learned it along the way. So if you've been waiting to feel confident enough to start investing, maybe you got the wrong things the way around, like how I did, because confidence doesn't come before you start, it comes because you start. I'm curious, let me know in the comments, like, where are you at with this? Have you still got money sitting in your savings account because investing at the minute is just feeling so overwhelming to you? Or have you already taken that first step? Let me know in the comments. And if you want help understanding the basics but without all of the jargon and all the information overload, I go into this in much more detail inside my first steps to investing masterclass. Details to register in my profile, like and follow for more.